Welcome back to the second installment of the skills and loadouts for the new patches for MAG. You're going to want to make your first class for the sabotage, or at least that's what I do. And I set mine up with either poison gas grenades or the smoke grenades. The smoke grenades are good for stealthy maneuvers. Throw them out there so you and your buddies can get somewhere. Or you use the poison gas grenades to throw into the objective to get them out of it. The sensor jammer is really nice for sneaking by the enemy lines and going up around the hills in the back area and killing all their snipers. And you can do all that while wearing the MK2 reinforced fiber if you like. Now, when you're first starting out and you're like level 5 or something, I wouldn't put the heaviest armor you can on because it's going to make you move slow. The reason I can wear heavy armor is because I have the athleticism to do so that I can utilize that extra armor and still be able to move out of the way when they're shooting at me. This is your ninja tech. This is the class you're going to use to sneak by enemy lines to repair your bunkers, your AAA, and all those little goodies. You get 250 points for repairing the AAA. That's a lot of points. You do that 2 or 3 times in one game and you're on a roll. You're going to level up fast. So here it is. You get your fully loaded KP5, your repair kit, your medical kit, and your sensor jammer. And you get to use all that with augmented fiber mesh. That's a pretty sweet class right there. You're going to be finding it hard to beat somebody with this class setup. And all your classes should have a medical kit. It's vital that you have that. If your friends are down, you need to be able to pick them back up so they can help you carry on with the fight and ultimately win the game. It doesn't matter if you got 75 kills in a game and died only 10 times if you lost. What good is a bunch of kills if you lost? You need to win. Get those bonuses. You get a lot more points for winning than you do for losing. So this class is your destroyer class. This is for taking out bunkers, turrets, bunkers, and APCs. And you want to be able to do that with your sensor jammer. You're going to need the KP5 or the SMG on your particular PMC. You can't use the assault rifle with this class unless you want to wear less armor. The reason I like to have the armor is because usually when you stick your head out to shoot at a turret, it usually shoots you at least a little bit. So you need to be able to take those impacts and be able to duck back behind cover, hit yourself with a medical kit, and shoot again. These are your barracks stormer classes. These are set up so that when you go to charge into an objective and there's a lot of guys in there waiting for you, you'll be able to take a lot of hits and take 2 or 3 of them with you. And with your athleticism, you'll still move really fast with this on. It'd just be really hard to kill you. A good tip for any good player, aim for the head. It doesn't matter what kind of armor I'm wearing. If you shoot me in the head, I die. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing a helmet. Helmets don't do anything except make it easier to shoot you in the head because your head's bigger now. So don't wear helmets either. And I got the other one set up with a 12 gauge pump, just for shits and giggles. It's fun to play with, but sometimes it doesn't kill them right away, so you gotta hit them a couple of times with it. But if you aim upper body and hit him in the head, they're done. Okay, one more thing I want to show you real quick, and then I'm gonna end the video here. Got player rotation and player pitch. You should adjust these to your particular style of playing. The more higher you put it up, the faster your character will turn. But if you put it up to 100%, if you can handle it, great. If you can't, then turn it down some, because it is really, really sensitive at 100. Takes a while to get used to it. So these are some really good tips. I'd like to offer a few others. When you run into a room, first thing you should do is either shoot somebody real quick and heal a guy on the ground, or heal the guy then start shooting at people. The more people that are in the room with you, the less likely it is that you're going to get killed. So get the help off the ground. You got 3 guys laying on the ground, you run in, you heal all 3 of them, next thing you know, there's a whole squad of you in there taking on that objective. Another thing is when somebody starts shooting at you, start moving left and right and try to keep your cursor on them. A good way to practice that is to go and into a game and then just pick like a barrel or a drum or something and then run back and forth sideways and try and keep your cursor or your crosshairs right on the object that you're trying to shoot, and practice shooting it and keep moving back and forth like that. And that will keep you alive a lot of the time, because there's a lot of people who can't adjust their fire, but they can shoot straight. So that's another good thing to do. Also, you'll notice that my armor is mostly black. That is because I put it on for solid so that you would be able to go behind enemy lines and look like a Raven guy. So if you go back there, more than likely they're not going to know that you're a bad guy because you got a sensor jammer on and you look a lot like them. So that's another cool feature. When taking bunkers or anything else, you need to do it as a group. There is strength in numbers in this game. This is not a game for the individual. This is a team playing game. And one of the best things you can have for this game is a mic. You need to be able to talk to guys. And really, the game becomes 10 times more fun when you can talk about stuff. You know, oh, that guy tried to kill me, haha, screw that guy, you know, whatever. Stuff like that. It is essential that you have a mic and a med kit. Well, that's enough for this stuff for today. I'll hit you back with another video about something else. Alright, bye guys.